Hear me yelling, trying to get these slides up. So
all right, we're gonna get started. I got a London broil. We're gonna season it up right quick. So this is what we're gonna look like. I tried that mayonnaise thing, so I'm gonna try that mayonnaise again on this one. So we're gonna put some mayonnaise on there. Turned out pretty good last time, so we're gonna try it one more time. I already patted it down, so I got it all dried up. So we're gonna go ahead, put that mayonnaise on there. Get it all. I'm gonna see how this London broil turned out. She was nice already, nice and trimmed up. I got some country style ribs. We're gonna let this soak to about 12, 1 o'clock. And then I got to get the grill ready, so we'll see how they turn out now. So that's what we're doing there. I forgot to turn on that tracking thing. Alright, so I got that already. Put the binder on. That's what she look like with the binder on. Got my Jack Daniel beef rub. That's what we're gonna use.
Can you see the slides?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes.
All right, so we have about 5 minutes. We'll see if anybody else is going to join. So if you can please mute your microphones for now. You can certainly unmute for questions and comments, but just for the comfort of others, just mute your microphone. So, we don't hear talking, doorbells, stuff like that. And just give us a few more minutes, but now that I got the slides up, I'm not panicked anymore. Usually it's very easy, and this gave me a little bit of a little struggle here. So, all right, we'll see if anybody else is going to join, and we'll get started shortly. Please remember to do your pre and post surveys. We'll talk about that again. Actually, those of you that are waiting,
put that away
if you
now.
have not done
We
your
get ready for
pre-survey,
later on.
here
Alright,
is
thanks.
a actual QR.
Alright, we're gonna get started. I got the country style ribs. You seen me earlier, and I marinated the London broil. We're gonna put them on together. First thing first, always gotta put a binder on. Avocado. Avocado. Oh, avocado. Very nice and shiny. I'm running behind schedule. Take care of some things. My wife keeps me busy. And if I don't have a dinner, then I'm be in trouble. But we just went to an interesting class on proper eating for
Diabetic education.
diabetic education on how to eat with diabetes. Very interesting. I might take some of their tips. Nah, I will. Got to. So eating is very important. I got some stuff I made up. I don't know why that thing went way over there. This thing, I don't like this camera. The other camera works a lot better. That other AI tracking thing. This one here, like, it loses me a lot. Alright, so we're gonna get this nice and oiled up here. Gotta get it oiled up. Put that bind on there, that avocado oil. Get it all nice and shiny. When she's shiny all the way through, you know she good. That's what we want it to look. Look like we're getting ready. Look at that, nice and shiny. Alright, so I'm gonna go live when I start going outdoors with this. Just not doing the live part for when I prep it up. We're prepping it up. Alright, I got all that oil on there. Now today, I'm gonna try this seasoning I had last time. See, there go that thing not tracking me anymore. But I got this seasoning. I tried the holy smoke. It's pretty good, so we're gonna try it again on this country style rib. Pretty nice. So we're gonna get that all seasoned up in there.
Gives the young man an opportunity to really express himself. That's really what I would go to is be yourself within your personality. But the command is critical for the offense.
Getting that all seasoned up. Show y'all the rest of the dinner. I did like I did last time. I cut everything up, got everything ready. We're just gonna season our meat. I season the edges as well. There go that thing, it lost track of me again. I tell you. Got me half sideways. Oh yeah, there we go. It moves when it wanna move. But you pay for what you get. I got a cheap one. Cause I didn't know if I was gonna really keep doing this. But my grandkids got me doing it, so I'm kinda enjoying it. Kinda enjoying it. And I hope y'all enjoying it with me. So I'm getting all these country ribs nice and seasoned. Gotta season them up, make them look all pretty before we cook them up. Yeah. Gotta season your meat before you cook it up. And they go all the way over there. Now why is it way over there? You know what, I'm gonna turn this AR thing on. I don't know what's this tracking. It wasn't tracking me. I wasn't way over there. I had to get my wife's tracking AI thing out. I use that one out on the grill. We're pretty much stationary here. Alright, I got it all seasoned up. That's what she looked like. And we can... Bam, get that ready. I'm ready to go. Alright, I went on ahead and I got my potatoes. Next phase of what we're gonna do is I went on ahead and I cut up all my ingredients. I got cut up celery, bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and onions. Alright. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna strain this water off here. See. Alright, we're gonna go over here. Drain that water off. Alright, we got that water strained off of there. I guess if I move slow, I'll be okay. There we go. Alright, I got my bowl. I already sliced up the potatoes. And I haven't figured out how we're gonna cook these. We're gonna either grill them pot and put my Dutch pot out there on the wood. Now we're gonna put a little avocado oil on this here. That thing keep losing me. There we go, losing me again. So we're gonna put a little avocado oil in here. Now we're gonna try to mix that all up in there. That all.
Yes, I had emotionally cheated. And when you emotionally cheat, there's two sides to that story. There's a cause and effect. Why did I emotionally cheat?
Alright, now we're gonna just stir this in there, get all the potatoes oiled up real good.
Blame on no one. I cheated. I texted a female. That's what it was. I texted a female. Instead, she said something about,
since we already kind of put this seasoning on our meat, we're gonna put it on our veggies. We can kind of maintain that same kind of taste. I'm try to stir all that in. And I'm probably gonna put it on the grill. I just don't know if I'm gonna put it open grill or I'm going to put it in the skillet or pot or bowl or how we gonna do that. But hey, there we go, we're mixing it all in. Get a little lemon pepper.
You said the only reason why you text some female is because I left the house. And because I said
Alright, I got a little lemon pepper. I'm gonna use that lemon pepper. Get back over here. This thing be jumping.
You said a lot. She said
Some seasoning in there. Mix that on in there. And when I get ready to put this on the grill, I'm gonna drop all my other vegetables in here. Before I put it on the grill, let's do that now. Drop my celery in there now. When I get the potatoes more seasoned than anything, bell pepper. So just kind of toss each other out. Gavin, bring me one of them big pans out the garage. We're just gonna stir this. I'm gonna get a bigger pan and put this in. That's what we're gonna mix all up. And meet you back at the grill. Alright, see you a little later there, guys. Alright, I got that bigger pan. We'll put all this in here. I got more room to stir it up. I want to get that oil all over everything.
if you're in a slip and fall accident, Tom is not on your side.
A little bit more olive oil on there. That avocado oil.
You've got to act quickly.
So I try to stay with whatever I season my meat with.
Before it disappears.
Try to do my vegetables the same way. Kind of maintain the same taste all the way around. Works out better that way when you keep everything kind of, I think, sequenced. Put a little bit more of this on there. Then we just got to figure out how we gonna cook it.
Yes, I had emotionally cheated. And when you emotionally cheat,
I think I got a good idea how we gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on that smoke and let it go right along with that meat smoking. Alright. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this right up in here, and then we're gonna put this on that top shelf I'm gonna pull out the big boy today.
Our unlocked phone investigator searched his phone and found.
And we're gonna go outside and get that grill fired up.
He searched his website and found that he was on findsinglesonly.com.
But that thing still don't want to follow me all the way. Keep giving y'all a side view. Alright, that's what we kind of look like now. Hold on, I got one more thing.
It just pop on the site, or then I put my information in, block out profile, and
Your browser history.
that's so Mr. Corral.
Pop-ups don't come from your browser history. Browser history means you have to type it in. We would never give a pop-up that comes on.
But on Instagram, on social media, certain things come on, and you click on it, it goes to your browser history, correct? That doesn't mean that I went and put my info in, because I got a profile.
We find facts only on this show. We find facts only on this show. You can justify this later on. We only find facts. We only find facts. The question is, are you
Alright, we're going. Sorry about that. I might have to edit that out. So we're gonna put a little cream of bacon in there.
You can talk your way in or out of it.
Yes, sir, I understand.
Number two, Alicia, you want to know if Aaron has photos of other women.
And we're gonna put some cream of mustard in there.
Our unlocked the phone investigator searched his photos and found he is not telling the truth. We found 9 photos.
And we got that cream of
saved
mustard.
in his iCloud of the same woman. I guess there's something my producer told me. Yeah, can I say that?
That one came out nice.
This iCloud.
Boom.
What was important about this iCloud?
Now we're gonna kind of girl this in.
A thing of deleting things.
Got it. That's why the iCloud was important.
Got pictures?
Yes.
I lost some.
These are the ones that were saved from iCloud.
Yep. Got us a little cream in there.
So you send the women.
Season.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, you want to know if Aaron is communicating with any women from the list that you gave to us.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
He said no. Our unlocked the phone investigator searched his text and found he is not telling the truth. We found 104 texts between Aaron and one of the women from the list.
Ooh,
How do you feel about that?
Alright, so that's what you kind of look like. We got everything mixed in. And I'll meet y'all at the grill for real. Alright, we finna get started. We outdoors now. Yeah, I done took my shirt off. It's hot. So hey, I hit that on button right there. See the on button right there? That's what we do. Alright, then I hit that. We're gonna set our temperature. We're gonna set it at 250. And let it roll up from there, alright? That's what we're gonna do. Then when I get it set up, put my big pan up under here, put a smoke pan, and I'm gonna put my ribs up in there, and we're gonna get it going on, y'all. We're gonna get the potatoes and everything up in there. So, hey, we're getting it cranked up. Gonna leave this open, let that white smoke come out. Let that white smoke come out, we know we on. Alright, y'all. Be right back. Let's get it going. Alright, y'all, we back out here. I got the grill going. I got everything lit up. Got my charcoal going. We burning that. We put that wood in there. So we going. Let me, I got to turn that camera around. Alright, so this is how we looking. You know, I got my meat. And I got my potatoes over in there. Gonna get it going on, y'all. We'll take a pause and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all, we back out here. I got the grill going. I got everything lit up. Got my charcoal going. We burning that. We put that wood in there. So we going. Let me, I got to turn that camera around. Alright, so this is how we looking. You know, I got my meat. And I got my potatoes over in there. Gonna get it going on, y'all. We'll take a pause and we'll be right back. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Got that box smoking there. Trying to get them charcoals done, ready. Once them charcoals get nice and ready, we're gonna put that wood in there. After that wood soak, we got some pecan wood, Already soaked, so we just ready to just get it on. Hey. That's what that looking like. That's what that looking like. I got added some carrots and stuff to it. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Yeah, we finna eat good. Try to make sure I got enough room to get in and out of there. Alright, we got our taters on. We're gonna put them up top. I like the way that smoke box should be just about ready. Get it going there real good. Gotta get my racks ready. About ready to put this meat on, y'all. Alright, I use this here, Grill Master Cisco. I keep my meat sticking on my grill. Alright, y'all. That's that London broil. That London broil, we're gonna throw that on there. Let you know. Alright, we're gonna take a little water, put it right up under there. Only you guys. Hey, know what is wrong with me. Alright, I'm getting my temperature gauges together. That's what I like about that pit ball. So you thread it through there. We're gonna put it right there in the middle of our meat. Y'all know I gotta wash my hands. I got that sink working now outdoors. Alright, so now I got my London broil on. Let that cook up to 145. We're gonna let that cook up to 145. And then gonna season it up after that. Alright, I'm getting these probes set up for the country rib. Alright, we got all our probes set up. I'm gonna put one more on there. I'm gonna use 4 probes. Let me get my other probe. I didn't want to use my spare stuff. I got the one that I got from on the other grill. What I like about this one is it got 4 prongs. So I can measure 4 different meats at one time. Whereas the Phoenix, which is a smaller grill, only actually do 2 at a time. Alright, we got the probe set. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our ribs done. And don't forget I got them internals, so I can put 2 internals on. Wireless ones on. I want to make sure I got air around my, very good airflow around the meat. Alright, the smoke box ready. We getting ready to put that smoke box in. We getting ready to roll. We're gonna roll, y'all. Look at that box is already starting to smoke. We going now. Oh yeah. I gotta move one of these. And it's sitting right over the smoke box. Man, too much heat. I gotta move it. All right, y'all, let me let you see what it look like. This is what we're looking like inside that grill. Oh, yeah, got the potatoes on the top. Cut the style, and I got that broil. All right, we looking good, we looking good. Looking good, we getting going there, y'all. I want y'all to see that grill. Look at that grill. We got it going, we got it going. Got the taters up top. Got the country style rib, the London broil. Got that smoke box smoking. All right, we're gonna shut it down. Close that door, let it go. Go, it's finna go, y'all. All right, we'll be back. Let it roll. Yeah, we finna let it roll. And we'll be back in about an hour. Let you see where it's going. I'm gonna be quick. All right, y'all. She's been rolling for a while. We're gonna check her. The smoke was good. Ooh, yeah, she's looking good, y'all. We're gonna flip it. All right, y'all, we flipped over. Let me let y'all look at that. Greatest inspiration. All right, y'all. All right, we'll be back. All right, we back out here. We checking on that grill. I got one of my pros reading 174, so I got to check on that beef there. That was the meat that was closest to the box. So I'm gonna move that one. Put it up here. Great. We're gonna move that one and this one up to the top. Right over that firebox. That's why they was running. It was so hot. All right, y'all. There we go. Let's see what we got. That's that London broil, and then we got that. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. That's what we're looking like. Our temperature's doing pretty good. I brought over my trusty little temperature thing. Let's see what we got. I moved that temperature one that's on here because it's saying that I'm real high, and I don't believe that. All right, we about at 134 on most of the pork ribs. We had about a 120, 119 on that London broil. All right, we moving right along, y'all. We been coming right on in there. All right, y'all, hang on in there. We're gonna get back at it about another 30 minutes. All right, love you guys. All right, y'all, we back. We checking on that meat, man, and we're gonna check on the potatoes. Forgot about them potatoes in there. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Let's see if I can pull that pan. Ooh, I want y'all to look at them taters before I close that up. That's what we came to look at. Look at them taters. Look at that meat. Look at that meat. It's coming, y'all. Oh yeah, we doing that. We doing that. It's coming right along. It's coming right along. You got it. Coming right along. Ooh, yeah, they coming right along, y'all. Did y'all get a good look? Alright, we're gonna close this back up. Keep on cooking, y'all. Them titles are looking pretty good, dog. Them titles are looking pretty good. Hey, one thing I want to say about this pit boss, this is the Lockhart. Like I say, you got the upper smoke thing. This is the upper smoke box. This is the lower one. Down here you can sear. You can open up. Right here you can open up the fire thing. You got your control panel over here. It gives you temperature of the upper top box. It gives you temperature of the lower box, and then it gives you 4 actual probes that you can put in to detect your internal temperatures of your meat. So like I say, I'm gonna stop this from following me right quick. Let me stop it from following me. Alright, so like right here, you can open this. This here controls the flame on the inside of the box here. And you got the 2 controls to bring the smoke up to the top box. And like I say, you got here your control panel, on, primer, change it from Fahrenheit to Celsius. You got the light. Then you got this one here actually has a Wi-Fi connection. So now this here and all of this is transmitted over to my phone. As you can see, the fan is running. Another red light comes on. That's when the auger motor is running. There you go, the auger motor. When I hit that prime, auger motor turning. All right, that's that pit boss. That's that Lockhart. And you got the ash clean out tray. Nice grill though, nice grill. That's the, so I can cook down there. It's hot down there. $299 right now. All right, y'all. We get back with it. We still cooking and going. We only at about 129 on that London broil. 147, 149, 157 on those country ribs, and then we're gonna put them in a 4 pan. We're gonna put a little beer on them, seal them up, run them up to 200. All right, I'll let you see that when I change them out. All right, love. All right, y'all, I'm back. I'm finna open up the grill. I'm finna take the potatoes out, and I'm gonna add some broccoli to it. I'm going too fast with the camera. AI track down. What's up, baby? Who? Ruth. Oh. Well, he watching me? Yeah. And my grandson Drew. He said he wanna taste the food. He watching me on TV. All right, y'all. I just took the potatoes out. They're not done yet. I'm doing the broccoli a little later because the broccoli not gonna take that long to cook. I ain't want to overcook the broccoli. So, putting the broccoli in last, and then we're gonna stir it up, and we're gonna put it back in the grill. Plus, I learned today in that diabetic class, add your rice and your starches like that. Put more vegetables in and makes it bigger healthy, and then they're not eating that much starch. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stir that on in there. After we stir that in there a little bit, get that on in there. And we're gonna put her back on the grill. This time we're gonna cover it up. I don't need no more color to it. Oh yeah, she's looking good. She's looking good. She looking good. She looking good. I gotta show somebody. That's the side. There you go, y'all. Mix that up in there. And we're gonna put that lid on there and put it back in there and let it steam itself. It's got a nice little amount of juice. And we're gonna put it back in there. When I put it back in there, we're gonna squirt that meat. And I'm gonna leave this running at the low temperature, 177. We're gonna step the grill up a little bit and move these ribs off. And take them and drop them down. So we're finna do that. I got my pan for that. Alright, so we're finna take the ribs. Take the probes out of there. Alright, y'all, I'm moving that London broil over. I'll show y'all what I'm gonna do with these ribs right quick. You ain't about to come on, man.
I'm looking, I got it up. I'm sitting here looking at stats.
Alright, y'all, what I'm gonna do is I'm changing up so that I can put my temperature gauge down at the bottom. London broil, we're gonna let that still sit on there. We're gonna put the taters back in here. One drawer, wanna keep on closing. Alright, taters back in there, that one's done. Now we're gonna do this here, y'all. Gonna amp up our temperature on the ribs. We're gonna run them up to 200 degrees. This is what we're looking like right now before I even put them in there. Alright? What you think, man?
They look good.
Alright, so what we gonna do, y'all? I got my Corona here. And don't have beer open. Yeah, I do. Let me get this beer open. got that beer open. I'm gonna put this beer in here. And we're gonna let them cook up to 200 degrees. I don't drink Corona anyway. So. Now I'm gonna take my probes and I'm gonna put them back inside my meat. Pumping up the grill to 350 degrees. These gonna cook pretty quick. In a hurry here in a minute. Alright. Hang on in there with me. Now I gotta put my top on there. Put our top on it. Hot. Hot down here. It ain't gonna take long to get up to the temperature we want, 200 degrees. Alright, y'all, I gotta get my glove on. See that hot? That I could do it without it. Alright, y'all, that's it there. So we're gonna let it sit. We're gonna get up to 200 degrees and then the ribs will be ready. But the broil London, we're gonna let that roll for a little bit. We still got a little ways to go. Alright, catch you back in. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Getting ready to pull that pork off of there, the pork ribs, they're done. We're gonna take them in the house, let them rest. And that beef is still going. So first thing is, I gotta take these probes out. Oh yeah. Alright, so we got that meat off of there. Pull up my temperature gauge. Bad boy is still hot. So yeah, so now we got the pork done. These goes out. We don't need them anymore. Diva. So the only meat we're gonna leave on there is gonna be the beef. We're not worried about that because we're not gonna eat that tonight anyway. That's for tomorrow. So I don't have to cook tomorrow. So I'm just gonna take these probes on out. Alright. Close my box back up. Alright. Here we go. We're gonna let that beef keep on rolling until it get to 165. Alright, let me let y'all see them ribs. Country style ribs. We're gonna take them in the house. I'm gonna leave them covered. We're gonna take them in the house and then y'all get a better look. We're gonna let them rest and I'll show you later what they come out looking like. We're gonna go ahead and cover them back up. Get these in the house. Diva. That's my dog. She always like every time I get going. We're gonna seal this back up real tight. All right. We're gonna take this in the house, y'all, and we're gonna put that right in the oven and let it rest for about an hour. Good. We wanted everything ready by halftime. I'm in the dark, so I think this thing having a hard time following me. Yeah. Alright. So we're getting them potatoes out. Got them potatoes gone in the house. They already looking good. We're gonna let that beef keep on rolling, y'all. Oh, if I close that up. Let's spray that meat down. Oh, she looking good, y'all. She looking good. Let me let y'all see that. I know it's a little dark out here, but I'm gonna get the lights that go on here. All right, y'all. All right, we get back with you when I get in the house. Let that thing rest, and then I'll show you the final look. All right, y'all, we back. Okay, we in the house now. Getting that stuff out. I'm gonna get that meat out the oven. All right, we done let it rest long enough. I'm getting that on out. Let me put it over here. Yeah. All right, I'm finna make my wife a plate, so I'm gonna let y'all see how this plate looks. All right. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed yourself cooking with Pops today. I enjoyed it. Hey, I got that London broil still on. It's gonna be a little bit, but I'll show you that too before the night is over. Okay, we at 145 on that. I want to get up to 165. Then I'm gonna let it run up to 200. Then I'll bring it in the house, let it rest for about an hour, and then I'll cut it up. But we'll see that later on. All right, let's make this plate, y'all. All right, we got the potatoes here. All right. There go that broccoli and the potatoes. How y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? How that look, y'all? How that look? All right. Let's get that meat. Gavin, you ready to get you a plate? And that one country style rib on there. All right, y'all, that's dinner for the night. And I'll let y'all see that London broil when I take it off and let it rest. All right, y'all. Catch you back. All right, y'all, we back. I'm gonna take that, what you call it out. Got a nice bark on it. We're gonna wrap it in that butcher paper. All right. Because it's dark out, it's not tracking me like it should. So bear with me, bear with me. All right, we're gonna wrap that meat up. We're gonna bring it on out of there. We're gonna put that back in there after we wrap it. Show y'all that's how I wrap it, how we look at it. Wrap it nice and tight. We got a nice and tight wrap. We're gonna put that back on there. We're gonna let that, we're gonna put it down here at the bottom where the temperature is up. Let me get that temperature gauge in there. That bad boy hot. All right, we're gonna get that temperature gauge out of there. We're gonna put it in that meat. Like I say, that it's kind of dark out here, so. Alright, y'all, we getting that thing wrapped up there. We're gonna put that temperature gauge in there. I'm actually gonna use that temperature gauge to close that up. We're gonna sit that on down there. We're gonna let that grill start to cool down. Turn it down. That wire in there. That door closed all the way. Alright, we're gonna turn that down to 300. We're gonna start cooling that grill down and get ready to take that off. It's gonna run for about another couple of hours, about another hour. We're gonna get it up to 200, then we're gonna take it in. I'm gonna let it rest for 2 hours, and then I'll cut it later on. It'll be about time to end of the game. Alright, hang on in there with me, y'all. Later. Alright, y'all, we're getting ready to pull everything off now. Everything ready to go on in the house. Alright. Hey, glad y'all hanging in there with me. Green Bay won tonight. Got it timed just right. Everything coming off just in time. Got the meat up to 200. We're gonna let it rest for a couple of hours. I put the potatoes back in there. My wife wanted them to get a lot more softer, so I put them back in there. Alright, we're gonna shut everything down. Gonna turn that to low. Gonna go ahead and pull that on out of there. We're gonna take everything in the house, y'all. Glad y'all stayed and hung out with me tonight. All day today. What you call a slow cook. And it took a lot of pellets. This big boy will use some pellets. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and let everything cool off. And get you back in about 2 hours and show you what that London boil look like after we get ready to let it rest. Alright? Thanks a lot for hanging out. Alright, catch you back in the house. Alright, y'all. We done let it rest long enough. And we're gonna take her on out. And we're gonna slice her on up. Go ahead and ooh, look at that juice on there. Look at that juice on there. You see that juice on that paper there? Ooh, let me see if I can tilt that camera down some. Look at that juice on that paper. Look at that. Ooh. It's a London boil, but look at that paper. Look at that juice on that paper there. So I'm gonna cut this up. It's gonna be for sandwiches tomorrow. I'm gonna use my knife. Oh yeah. Look how juicy that look. Look at that there. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Nice bark on the back of that. Alright, there you got it. London broil. Nice and smoked. No roll it out. Look at that smoke ring on there. Alright, y'all. Thanks for watching today. Y'all have a good one. I don't know. See you tomorrow.